to talk to me in a professional way. So it's good that you know that difference. So in your own language, are there different words that you use when you introduce yourself to a friend versus when you talk to a coworker or a boss?
Yeah, in fact, there are different words in that, like different stages with when you meet for the first time with different people. So different categories of introductions in our own language.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same thing in English. And it's interesting too because some of the phrases that you might hear that you might read about, some of them are either old fashioned or they might be more British English, like top of the morning to you. Those types of phrases here, we don't say that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so here we say more. We're like say we say good morning or hey, good morning. A lot of hey is very casual, so that's like a substitute for hello, you know. So that's something that we say as Americans that differs maybe from introductions in English in other places that speak English.
The question was, what is the difference between how are you and what's up?
Right. And so the difference between how are you and what's up is a matter of formality. So how are you and what's up mean basically the same thing, but how are you is the phrase that you want to use, the question you want to ask in a formal setting when you're talking to a boss or when you're maybe going to somewhere where like a store, when you're talking to people that you don't know well and that aren't familiar with you, they're not friends, they're not potential friends, they're not part of your peer group. Then what's up is how you might greet someone who's a friend of yours, like, hey, what's up? Or someone who is in your peer group, maybe they're a fellow student or they're someone that you're meeting for the first time with a group of friends. You want to use what's up. We were also talking about in your country, are there those differences as well in how you introduce yourself? If
Yeah.
you were going to introduce yourself to a friend versus greeting a professional acquaintance, someone that you work with, is there a difference in the language that you'll use in Arabic?
There is no difference.
There's no difference. So
There is
that's
there is
interesting.
only one way.
There's only one
Oh,
way. So that's
one way, yeah.
that's very different than here in the United States when people are speaking English because there are many different ways. And you can say with with one person you might say good morning, how are you? With another person you might be like, yo, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. It's a much more informal, casual way of speaking. So that's very interesting, which makes sense as to why English can be a very complicated language because it does have these differences that might not be found in your own language. Today on Talk to Us, our topic is how to introduce yourself like an American. So we're talking about the differences between informal and formal settings.
Yeah, I think that in American we should avoid ask about questioner question. For example, their age, um, their
Yes.
economy, yes, and that.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. That's a really good point, is that when you're introducing yourself or when you're meeting someone for the first time, you don't want to bring up topics that might be sensitive. And here in the US, there are a lot of women who don't like to talk about their age, so you're right about that. And the economy is always a sensitive topic. People don't like to talk about that either. So that's a really good point in introductions, is not just the words you use, but also the topics that you bring up.
Is how to say goodbye like an American.
I'll say goodbye.
Goodbye like an American. Goodbye. This is a non-verbal way of saying goodbye, just waving your hand. Right, all right. Or you can do this. A lot of people
Body
do
language. It's body language.
body language. Exactly, exactly. That is how we say goodbye with non-verbal, without using your using words.
I sometimes use see you later.
See you later.
Um, okay, stay in touch. Goodbye.
Also, catch you later.
Catch you
Catch you
later.
later.
What's mean catch you later?
Catch you later. It's an informal way of saying goodbye.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. Because you're not actually going to catch someone. You like grab them, or
Yeah.
or they're flying in the air, and you have to wait for them to drop. No, that's not how it is.
So long.
So long.
Cheerio.
Cheerio is actually, that's more of a British way of saying goodbye.
Okay.
Americans don't typically say cheerio.
Okay.
Personally speaking, I think there are a lot of goodbye words like American people use. So maybe like have a nice day or take care, see you later would work. Yes. Well, personally, I like take care because they always use that when they like leave or take care of yourself, or see you later. I love it. I love it a lot.
America, we have a lot of ways to say goodbye. Do you have to know any off the top of your head? Just that.
See ya.
See ya. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See ya. Would that be more? Is that more formal or informal?
I think this is informal.
Informal. So who would you say see ya to, if you
Like my friends, like that. Friends.
Bye bye.
bye bye?
Or bye for now.
We have different kinds to say goodbye. If it refers to the parts of the day, for example, at night, you could say good night, yes, and you could shake your hand and say bye bye. And then we have a formal one, goodbye, and see you later, and what else? And see you next. All right. And
see you next time.
See you next time.
I think that when I want to say goodbye to someone, I will say, "See you later." We can catch later or something like that. I just know this.
Yeah. Catch you later. And a more formal way to say goodbye is farewell.
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 Okay, farewell. I heard it's new.
See you. See you later. See you soon. Goodbye. Just, I know.
Very good. Very good.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And have a nice day, by the way. It's really nice, right? So I love it. When a person leaves other maybe friends or people, or when the person is leaving, he or she says like, have a nice day or have fun. I don't know. Maybe that would work. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love every word like Americans use because it's so much fun and casual and like funny, and I love it. It's easy, to remember.
We're doing something a little bit different. We are talking about how to speak like an American. I am an American. My name's Alex Villarreal. I was born here in the state of Ohio, and I have what you would call a Midwestern accent, a pretty standard accent. But when you talk about an American accent, there's not just one, there are many different accents. So we have a different accent in the south of the country. In the Northeast, there's another type of accent. There's a certain cadence that we say that people in California, in the western part of the country, that they talk with. So it's interesting when you talk about an American accent. There's no clear definition of what that really means, but we tend to talk about it in terms of how